Owen Walsh after winning on Kawa. What do you think, mate?
Look, an excellent result for us. She was a little bit fractious on her toes going down, and she was a bit anxious in the barriers. She jumped slower than what I wanted. I had originally planned, speaking to Matt this morning, I actually wanted to lead just to get her to use her stride and relax in front, but anyways we went to plan Z. We followed the right horses through. I was on Johnny's back, swinging in. I knew I had him covered at the 300, but Declan was just kind of getting away with me that little bit. She raced pretty just green between the 3 and the 100s, but the final 100 metres she really lengthened out, and she hit the line very strong. I think she's going to cover a lot more ground, just we need to get her to relax a bit more in the races. But as today was perfect, she did relax. She did just cock her jaw at the 800 and took me onto heels slightly. That's probably the only thing she did wrong, but other than that she was great in the game.
Congratulations guys, that was fantastic, better than I could have imagined really. I mean, obviously we hoped she'd win a race like that, but we didn't quite know whether she'd get the distance or want further. Didn't quite know how she'd react to the synthetic and the kickback. One thing we were certainly hoping was that she'd break well, because she's done that in her jump outs, and thought that she'd probably be at the front of the pack, but in the end we had to go to plan B. She was a little bit fractious in the barriers, and it just meant that when they opened she was on the back foot and ended up pretty much at the back of the field. Luckily it was a small field though, and she didn't have to lose touch with the front of the race. She followed two of the fancied horses, and I thought Owen rode her beautifully, timed it brilliantly. Well, it's easy to say because he won. I have to say I didn't think he'd won on the line. I thought the Will Morrissey horse had just pipped us, but it was really good to see her, continue to build all the way to the line. And when she pulled out at the top of the straight, you could tell she was always going to get there. It was just a question of exactly what would happen when they crossed the line. She looks like she could, would definitely suit further. Just would like to see her settle a touch better in running. There were a couple of moments there where she looked like she got a bit of a march on. But Owen certainly felt that she'd get better, and I think better for distance, and I don't think we need to go up in distance too rapidly. Could give that trip another go if we wanted to, but I think a mile would be a sensible next race for her, and hopefully we can keep her winning. It'd be interesting to see what the handicapper rates her. Hopefully it won't be too high. Might keep open the benchmark 58 range of races for her, so that we can get another win. Let's see how she comes through it. Hopefully she's moving well tomorrow. She is quite a sort of awkward mover, as you can see when she walks as well. She often looks a little restrained in her action, but that's her. She's always looked like that, and it certainly doesn't seem to stop her from putting in good performances like that one today. But thank you very much guys, thank you for sending her to us. I'm very happy that we've got a win in her first start. Hopefully we can build on that and do even better. Thank you very much, all the best, bye.